Hi everyone. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through logo design process real quick, and I'm going to share my process with you and some of my logo designs, and hopefully you'll be able to kind of follow the same journey. Now, logo design is a journey. It's not something you can just sit down and do one and be done with it. It just doesn't happen that way. So when I'm approached with a logo design, I'm usually given a bunch of kind of ideas from a client. This specific client was a physical therapist who was also a yoga instructor, and coming up with a concept of creating classes that combined both of those things. He really wanted to use Ganesh, which is an elephant god in the Hindu religion, and I had no clue about that, so I had to do some research. And I usually start with some sketches. So you can see here that I pulled out some inspiration that I found online. I did my research, found some yoga poses, found some pictures of the elephant, some other yoga logos to compare it to, and then I used my tracing paper to kind of sketch and come up with some initial concepts. Now, you guys are not going to do that step, although you're welcome to try. From there, I went into Illustrator, and here's an image of my artboard. You can see that I traced over the image of Ganesh, the elephant, and I also traced over some of the yoga poses. I tried overlapping them, overlaying them, coming up with different layouts, trying different fonts. You can see some of the stuff I pulled from the internet as inspiration, and all the different kind of things I attempted. This is kind of like a big brainstorming session. This is your workspace. Have fun. Keep copying and pasting. Don't throw out anything. Don't delete anything. You never know if you need to come back and go back to that logo you did maybe 4 steps back, and you won't be able to get back there by hitting Control Z. So make sure you really save everything. Just let it be a big giant inspiration board. From there, you're going to start to narrow down. So here was my narrowing down to my top 15. And from here, there were a lot of ones that I liked. This is what was sent off to the client for them to choose from. And I really wanted them to pick number 4. I thought that was cool. I wasn't a fan of the elephant. Some people liked 5. I think someone else said they liked 11 or 3. Everybody kind of has their choices, but in logo design, you're really servicing the client, and it really depends on what they want, not really what you want. You're just there to make it look good and bring their ideas to life. So the one that the client picked was actually this one, number 10, and a little combination of, I think another piece, maybe a part of that. So here is the final of what was created after a couple back and forths. And I just wanted to share with you that that logo does live on in real life. And here it is on their website. So it goes on. It's in, they have stuff in the shop, t-shirts, stickers, all that kind of stuff. So the logo was a process, and that's really how it started. Let me show you one more. This is for someone you may know. It's college coach Deb. She's a local college coach in our area, and she's not starting her business, but she was rebranding her business to include more coaches. So it couldn't just be about her anymore, and she needed a new name and a new kind of look, a new brand, right? Here's what the client gave me: helping you achieve your personal best, award medal with a checkbox, just a checkbox, welcoming, warm, friendly, fun, easygoing, professional but fun, right? So that's the kind of like information you might get from a client. It's pretty vague. It's kind of subjective. So from there, I went online. I started doing my research. Remember, research is always your first step in logo design. So I looked up, what do college coach logos even look like? I don't even know. I didn't even know that was actually a job that you could have. So I found some college stuff. I found some academic looking logos. I found some stars, some laurels, graduation caps, check boxes, all these kind of graphics that I might need. Now remember, you don't need to trace these out if they're a little bit more complicated. You can use either the image trace feature, or you can use that Pathfinder feature, and you can check back on Canvas for those demos. Next up is I played with type. So you can see I'm typing out the name in all different fonts. I'm trying all capitals. I'm trying serif. I'm trying sans serif. I'm trying scripts. I'm trying to combine scripts with sans serif. Right? You can kind of see the brainstorm happening here. Things are starting to come together. I'm never deleting any of my options. You can see I have some rudimentary attempts over here, and they still stay there, right? I don't want to delete anything. I want to keep everything here in case I need to access it again. This is kind of what I narrowed down to. I'll just fast forward here to the options. What was sent to the client. So we'll get rid of this one and we'll make this one bigger. Okay, so this was option one. This is the first round that I sent to the client, giving a nice kind of overview of a couple different choices. From here, she chose, I don't know, she liked the hat, she liked the seal, she liked the thumbs up, but not the check mark. I think she liked this font the best. From there, she also didn't like the colors, so we changed that. This was the second round. Again, it's still the same logo, but with a whole new color palette, it looks a lot different. And then here's the third round, again introducing some new colors, tweaking the teal. Anyway, the very final was this, and this is what your mock-up board is going to look similar to. You're going to have a branding layout with the logo. You'll be showing it in color and black and white, and then it's going to appear on all these little articles, right? You can also include the color palette along the bottom. We're going to go over the branding stuff next week. So for now, you're really just focusing on creating the logo. So I want to see you work through this process of doing the research, experimenting with the icons, coming up with the typography, and then working on putting them together. Again, it is a journey. It is a puzzle that needs to be solved, but there's more than one right answer. So really, it's going to come down to, what do you like? What do you like best? And if you want to show me a big sheet that has maybe 5, 6, 10, 30 logos on it, I'd be happy to give you my advice or even share that with some of your peers and ask them what they think. Usually that's how we solve that problem, right? We kind of ask around and get people's opinion, because in the end, you really want to be able to sell that logo to someone. You really want someone to buy into it. So that's it for logo design. Remember, lots of options, lots of iterations. Keep trying. Enjoy the journey.